We're at the second Fontana parking lot right at the Smokies entrance. We're going to slack pack southbound 9 miles to Yellow Creek Road. That'll fill in our last 9 miles before the Smokies, and then we'll head up into the Smokies tomorrow morning. Okay, we've started our walk. 3-mile walk down the road between the Smokies parking lot and the parking lot closer to the bathrooms and the Fontana Hilton, Fontana Lake. Out here, marina is just a little ways up. Quite a few people heading north into the Smokies today. I've encountered 6 behind us heading into the Smokies. We'll be going that way tomorrow. All in all, not a bad day. We had some weather last night. Some freezing rain, a little bit of snow. I don't know if the camera's picking up these little random rogue snowflakes that are falling down, but it's supposed to warm up and get above freezing here in about 3 hours or so. You can see maybe off in the distance some of the dust, the white snow way up in the tops of the mountains. A little bit of snow up there, maybe 1 or 2 inches accumulation. I'm hoping there's not a bunch of ice on the rocky portions from the freezing rain. But we brought our micro spikes along for today's slack pack, just in case we need them. Definitely some fine scenery this morning. Great way to wake up. Especially considering the ways that I've woke up a good part of the last year. A lot of the heavy drinking that I did. I don't regret for a minute being out here on trail and giving myself a hard reset. I encourage any of you that are out there struggling to drop me a line if you need somebody to talk to. I'm glad to share my experience, strength, and hope with anybody that's struggling, because these mornings are certainly much better than the alternative. Several alternatives that are not good ones to face. All right, here's Fontana Dam. Little picnic area. Nice serene spot. It looks very placid this morning, Fontana Lake. There's the power station below the dam. Right up above the power station and the substation. It's a long drop. I think this is the visitor center up ahead. The gates for the spillway. Lake on the other side. Okay, the center is closed. Someone says they don't open until April. The gift shop. It's also closed for the season. Okay, so we just came from the restrooms right around the corner. You saw those in the last segment a minute ago. Here's the Fontana Hilton. the shelter here. Got a couple folks still set up in their tents, and we are getting back on the trail right here. Coming off the trail around Fontana, getting ready to head up the mountain, make our way towards Yellow Creek Road. Looks like we go that way. Upper AT Way. Fontana AT Crossing. Okay, we just ran into Zoomy coming from this direction that we're going. He passed us and he's headed down that way towards Fontana Dam. But he told us up higher there's a fair amount of snow on the ground and some slick spots. He recommended that we stop and put our micro spikes on, so that's what we've just done to help get a little traction where we need it. He said even where there might not be snow or ice, these wet leaves have posed significant hazard to him, slipping hazard. So he said this is probably a good place to send you to put them on, and we're not one to have to learn the hard way all the time, so we're going to take his advice. There's Fontana Lake out there, far out. It says we've been 3.8 miles. But we did go look at the visitor center and do a little walking around. So we got a little bit more than that. We got 4.7 actual. But 3.8 miles from where we started. 5.3 miles to our destination. We got to go up and over this little knob right here in front of us and get the trail up there, which is going to be about 2 miles worth of switchbacks and hiking. That'll get us on top, and then got a few sawtooth spots to go up and over, and then we'll drop down into Yellow Creek Road. 5.3 miles, another 3 hours of hiking. Well, I'm not checking the map on far out to see exactly where we are, but we got this trail that goes around straight in the middle of the screen. You can kind of make out the snowy stone steps that go up to the ridge line that I'm sure it follows up there. I'm guessing we probably got about another half hour or so worth of up before we start getting some quick strides again. But look off in the distance, you can see that spillway of the dam out there. That's pretty cool. The lake behind it. The substation, the power station. That's all pretty cool. Yeah, we've certainly gained some elevation this morning. We've been hiking for about 3 hours and 25 minutes. The distance is 5.5 miles almost. Okay, we made it to a false peak. We thought we were there. We still have another mile uphill to go. It's gonna be one of those days. I got 4.4 miles in total to get back to where we need to be. We've been going for 3 hours and 42 minutes. Okay, we're at Walker Gap. Got about a half mile to get to the top of this thing. A little over an hour and a half to get to our extraction point at Yellow Creek Road. All right, we finally made it to the top and ready to go down. It's cold, it's windy, it's zapping my energy, and I'm ready to make it these 3 miles downhill, get in a warm car, can make a warm bowl of soup back at the hostel. Sounds good. And I totally didn't take the opportunity to record a little while ago. I had a wolfie sighting just a little while back, maybe a quarter mile back. We were both at the crest of this thing. I'm going SOBO, he's going NOBO. I think ultimately we're both going to be at the start of the Smokies tomorrow, at the end of the parking lot at the end of Fontana. But I didn't get any video of that. I did get a picture of him. But can confirm Wolfie's back on trail. And we have got about 2 miles left in our truck today. You can see by the moisture in my beard here, and the snow on the ground. It's been a little cool. I just took my micro spikes off. They kept balling up with snowballs and ice balls. I couldn't hardly walk with them. It's a little better without them. If we lose some of this snow and it's just kind of slippery leaves and stuff, I may put them back on. But so far, so good. No falls. Fall count 2 for the entire AT so far. I think I'm doing well. See you down the trail. All right, we got to go 2 miles downhill. We're at the top of our last up right now. 50 minutes to get down these slip, snowy downhills. 2 miles to go. I think the timing is going to be just about perfect. We'll see you down there. All right, so we still got about 3/4 of a mile on this trail. A couple hundred feet uphill, and then all downhill. Bookie from Rambling Roots also supposed to be there to pick us up in about 10 minutes. Pick me up in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to get down there so she's not waiting on us. Here we are at Yellow Creek Road, and there's our shuttle. There's Bookie. Thanks for joining us. We got 10.3 miles overall today, and it was a good day despite the cold and the wind. It was good. Join me on the next one. Thanks.